She's used to people. I'm not gonna bug her because I know I don't want her running across the street. Anyway, you can see she's right there behind me, not too far. But anyway, what this video is basically is this is an intro because earlier today I went down to Hwy G and I took one of the little dirt roads going off of it. I'll explain in the video where I'm at or whatnot. But so what happened was when I shot the video, of course I was in an area where I knew I probably wasn't going to find an agate, but I actually did. So I had to make somewhat of an intro explaining where I found it because it ended up being one of those maybe agates. And when you get those maybe agates, you really don't know out in the field that it's an agate. You don't know until you get it home that it's an actual agate, because out in the field you can't see the lines and everything sometimes. So when I got home, I was cleaning the rocks and I ended up finding that it was in fact an agate. So I ended up editing the video, which took hours anyway because I had to edit all the time and all the video into it. It's quite basically in the video, there comes a point where I say it's a good thing that we don't have rattlesnakes in this area. That's where it's either right before that or right after that. I'm not sure because I just edited that a while back, or about an hour ago. But at that point is where I find that rock or that agate, and it's actually a really beautiful agate. 3 miles or 4 miles off of Hwy G that way. If you go that way, Hwy G is over there about 3 or 4 miles down this dirt road. And like I said, I've been here several times before. I never found an agate out here, but I always find some pretty rocks. So I figured we'll hit it again, see if we can't find something. Has some really neat rock. Let's take a look at this guy. This is a really beautiful tumbler. Oh, look at the lines in there. That's pretty cool. You zoom in on them lines. That's pretty. I'll set it next to this other pretty rock. Maybe we'll get a twofer. I doubt it. Let's see if I can get the lines better. See the lines in there? That's pretty cool. And it's already a pretty glossy rock, so I'm going to take her home and tumble her. She's nice. This is basically a big, huge gravel pit. That whole back part people were shooting years ago. Probably still are. It's all gravel. Ooh, look at this, lines in this. Oh, look at that. Let's zoom in on that. Take a look at that. That's absolutely beautiful. That's my oh wow for the day. That is absolutely gorgeous. Look at the lines. That is absolutely gorgeous. Can you see some of those lines? That's really pretty. That's definitely going home. I did find some chert last time I was here, so I know there's chert in here. It's just a matter of finding it. That wind is getting bad. There's a storm supposed to be coming, so I wouldn't be sad if that passed us up, but I got enough. Every time I turn around it's raining. It's got to be a chert of some kind. Interesting but crumbly. Here's a nice piece of chert. Look at this thing. Oh, look at the red in there. That's pretty. That's a really nice piece of chert. It's got some whitish in it. We'll take that home for sure. But the bugs are so awful. That looks good. Take that home and look at it closer. See the bumblebee? What's this guy? If that's quartz or not. I think it's just quartz. Like I said, I have found chert out here, just not in large quantities like some of the places I go But but there is chert out here. Oh, look here, is this an iron bander? Yep, I think I got an iron bander. Oh yeah, it's a pretty one too. I'll get you zoomed in. Pretty little iron bander. Some jasper. Yep, that's a nice iron banded formation right there. Banded iron formation. I always say iron bander, but it's a banded iron, but I like it better, iron bander. So, to each their own. Ooh, look at that, that's pretty. That's pretty neat. Like that. Well, that is a nice piece of chert. Look at that. That is a nice piece. That might not even be chert. No, that's chert, but it's pretty. That'll go home. There's another here. Right? See, I told you there was some chert here. I knew I'd find some chert here. Oh, that's a nice one too. Beautiful lines in it. Beautiful piece of chert. There's some red. That's beautiful. It's got some pitting though. I always want to cut these. When they have the pitting like that, I always want to cut them because you don't know. There's a sign here so you can kind of see where I'm at. It says, please keep this area clean. Take all stuff with you. Targets, bottles. So they know they're shooting out here. So it's just a matter of, you know, if you're coming out here, don't make a mess. Take it home with you. Look at that. That's pretty cool. That is a nice piece of chert. I'm guessing it's chert. Let's take a quick closer. Oh yeah. That's pretty. I'm not 100% sure that's chert. It looks cherty, but it's layered. It's really cool. That'll definitely go home. So that maybe they'll move on. But a lot of times when I make noise, some of those critters don't care. That looks good. We'll take that home. Take a closer look at it at home. You can hear it hit. Here's some nice chert right there. Nice little chunk of chert. But it just might be one of those days. I have a lot of those days where you get out there and don't find nothing, and it's kind of makes for a boring night, but that's all it is. It's part of this. Part of the hobby of rock collecting is it's a lot of days you just don't find nothing. Show up. Ooh, look at this. That's pretty. Oh, that's just quartz. Pretty neat though. Look at the yellow in that. Really, really pretty. No lines. I'll take it home anyway because it's really pretty. Yeah, I've never found an agate in this area, but you always hope that what if there's one there? There's got to be one there somewhere. There's something. So, and this guy, what is this? Probably just quartz. It's got some red in it. I'm going to take that piece home because it's pretty neat. I'm not finding too much this trip, but it's still, like I said, it's worth it to get out. Get out of the house, get out, do something. Ooh, look right here, look right here. Oh my gosh, look at that. I'm going to zoom in. Look at that thing. That is neat. Really smooth. I like the lines in that. Definitely going to go home. Oh, that breeze feels nice. Oh, what is that? Look at that. Look at that. That is beautiful. Don't know quite what that is, but that is very, very, very beautiful. I'm going to zoom in on it. See that? That's an OWOW to me. I like that. I do like that one. I think we're almost heading out of here. I'm not finding nothing. Big boulders. It's a good thing we don't have no rattlesnakes. As I said, I've never found an agate out here, but it's always worth a stop just to see if there's more beautiful rocks. I mean, I got a pretty full pouch of just the stuff that I find interesting enough to take home. That wind is having its way with that poor butterfly. Here, he's gone. That's it. Wasted some gas to find some rocks, and I don't like that. You don't find an agate, you drive that far,